Something small runs across the floor. You freeze. Your soul leaves your body for half a second, and your brain immediately screams one of two words: rat or mouse. But here's the thing. Most of us have absolutely no idea which one we're yelling about. We just go with whichever word feels more dramatic in the moment. Because despite looking like they were copy-pasted and resized, rats and mice are not the same animal. They don't behave the same, they don't think the same, and they definitely do not give off the same energy. I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, what is the difference between rats and mice? Right here on Explaining Everything. Let's start with the most obvious difference, the one your brain notices before logic kicks in: size. Mice are small, like actually small. Most adult mice are only a few inches long, with lightweight bodies that look like they could be launched by a stiff breeze. They move fast, squeeze into impossible spaces, and generally operate like they're late for an appointment they forgot about. Rats, meanwhile, are big, alarmingly big. A full-grown rat can reach up to a foot long, including the tail, and they have weight to them. Not cute pocket pet weight, more like this thing pays rent weight. This size difference matters because it affects everything else. Rats have thicker bones, broader skulls, and stronger muscles. Mice are built for speed and stealth. Rats are built for confidence. If a rodent makes you say, "That thing has presence," it's probably a rat. If you ever get a clear look, hopefully from a safe distance, their faces give them away immediately. Mice have large, round ears and big eyes compared to their heads. This gives them a permanent expression of surprise, like they just remembered something embarrassing from 5 years ago. Their snouts are pointy, delicate, and shaped like they're always sniffing for crumbs. Rats, on the other hand, have broader faces and blunter snouts. Their ears are smaller relative to their head size, and their eyes are more focused. Not angry, just intentional. Rats look like they're thinking. Mice look like they're reacting. Then there's the tail situation. Mouse tails are thin, fragile-looking, and almost hair-like. Rat tails are thicker, longer, and impossible to ignore. They don't trail behind politely. They commit to the look. Scientists actually use skull shape, ear proportion, and tail thickness to identify them, because fear aside, anatomy is extremely honest. Here's where the personality difference becomes impossible to miss. Mice move like static electricity. They dart, stop, reverse direction, freeze, and then teleport somewhere else entirely. Their entire strategy is speed and unpredictability. If panic had a mascot, it would be a mouse. Rats move differently. They walk, they pause, they assess. Rats are more deliberate, almost cautious, but not in a scared way, in a calculating way. They'll often stop and look around, sometimes even standing upright to get a better view. This difference isn't just vibe-based, it's behavioral science. Rats are more prone to something called neophobia, meaning they're cautious around new objects or changes. Mice are more likely to rush in and figure it out later. And socially, rats are on another level. They form complex social structures, recognize individuals, groom each other, and cooperate. Mice are social too, but rats treat it like a community. Mice treat it like a group chat they occasionally mute. Rats and mice also differ in how they survive day to day. Rats are physically stronger relative to their size. They can gnaw through tougher materials, climb surprisingly well, and solve problems using memory and trial and error. They're known for learning routes, remembering locations, and adapting quickly. Mice are excellent climbers and jumpers too, but they rely more on agility than strength. Their survival strategy is simple. Don't get caught. Rats aim for control. Mice aim for escape. Their lifespans reflect this difference. Mice usually live about 1 to 2 years. Rats often live 2 to 3 years under good conditions. That extra time gives rats more opportunity to learn patterns, remember dangers, and refine their tactics. Basically, mice survive by being hard to catch. Rats survive by being hard to outsmart. So no, rats are not just big mice, and mice are not baby rats. They are different species with different bodies, behaviors, and survival strategies. Mice are smaller, faster, jittery, and built for quick escapes. Rats are larger, stronger, more deliberate, and socially complex. One relies on speed and surprise. The other relies on awareness and confidence. And the next time something furry sprints across your peripheral vision, you'll know exactly what you're dealing with. Whether it's a tiny panic button with legs or a small calculating mastermind with whiskers. If you learned something new about these small little critters, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know if you think Jerry from Tom and Jerry is a rat or a mouse. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.